All right, guys, the Iceman here, the man with the plan, the man with the knowledge, and the man that's friggin' ass is tired. Yeah, I got out like a little after 1 o'clock this morning. Uh, Here it is, 8 o'clock Eastern time, and I didn't get to bed till like quarter to 3. But a lot of little things actually, really to talk about in the world of professional wrestling, and there are some surprises here from me that I totally didn't really expect and whatnot. And one of the surprises were that WWE released Josh Matthews. If everybody remembers Josh Matthews, he was around since like Tough Enough. I think began like in 2001. Um, he done everything for the WWE. He helped commentate on Main Event. He did SmackDown. He was backstage interviewer. He did the pre-shows for the pay-per-views. I personally thought Josh Matthews did a great job, and I sort of wondered at every time he started doing something, and then he got taken off, and I don't understand the reason behind all this by the WWE. But I think he's a guy that will surely be missed by a lot of the WWE fans that related to Josh Matthews, and good luck in his future endeavors wherever he may go. Uh, a big disappointment, I think, by the WWE, releasing him. But in any event, a couple other things. Another fellow YouTuber, the biggest YWC YouTuber here, um, did a video about Wade Barrett, being replaced at Money in the Bank, and his opinion was it was going to be by CM Punk. No, 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 no. CM Punk would not show up at Money in the Bank when he did not show up at Chicago's Payback or WrestleMania. Dream on, my friend. He's marrying AJ Lee. They're expecting a child, and there is absolutely no way. Dream on, my friend. That is, I don't know where that one came from out of him, but anyway, that's totally out of the question. Um, TNA Bound for Glory, going to be in the land of the rising sun, Japan. And I'll be quite honest with you, when I first heard about this, I'm thinking to myself, okay, Ring of Honor has joined forces with New Japan Wrestling, and just seems sort of ironic that TNA is going to take actually their biggest pay-per-view of the year with what pay-per-views they do have left, and they're going to Japan. And in my eyes, they see that, well, if it works, with Ring of Honor teaming up with New Japan Wrestling, why not us go to Japan? Maybe we can, do well there. And they probably will. They'll probably do better there uh, than in the United States. But if I were them, I would have gone to the UK, where the fans love TNA. But that's just my opinion. Uh, Sort of interesting. Tonight's TNA Impact going to have a Monsters Ball match. Abyss and Willow against Brahm and Magnus is going to be one of the highlights of the night. That should be interesting. We're seeing a lot of various changes going on in TNA right now. With Tommy Dreamer's House of Hardcore, sort of like the invasion into TNA, and I think we're going to see a lot more things in the near future to come as well. And speaking of TNA, I was reading an article about Hernandez, and I do remember this. Anybody that watched TNA would remember this. You remember a few years ago when Hernandez was like being pushed for the TNA World Heavyweight belt, and apparently he was promised a lot of things, and I guess a lot of it had to do with as long as he stuck around because he was going to leave. He come out and blatantly said that uh, the executives at TNA just flat out lied to him. Uh, he was never going to actually get the shot at the title. They just wanted him to stick around. They needed him to stick around, and so no surprise there. Actually, I mean, what I've seen going on in the last year with TNA. Actually, this December will be like a year that AJ is actually officially gone from TNA. I mean, yes, he was on TV after the first of the year, very early on, but officially he was really gone at the end of December. And yeah, so I'm not really surprised at any of that stuff going on there. But yeah, so we got Money in the Bank in a couple days. Um, Gonna be an interesting pay-per-view. I think, to be quite honest with you, some of the outcomes are gonna make a lot of people very unhappy if all the rumors that are flying around on all the wrestling sites, which are pretty much the same rumors, who will emerge as the new WWE World Heavyweight Champion after that ladder match is over with. It should be interesting. Daniel Bryan will make an appearance to discuss the situation of him being stripped of the WWE World Championship belt. Um, and this is the WWE's way to, keep interest in Daniel Bryan. Um, I'm looking forward to the pay per view because I want to see how it all pans out. Actually, I'm really, I've always been a pretty good fan of Dean Ambrose, but as of late, now that he's out on his own, he's that more like off the wall type character, and I'm really loving what he's doing. And because it sort of reminds me of AJ Lee when she was there, when she started losing it all the time, and it's really really fun to watch. But so yeah, should be a very very interesting pay per view. Um, Predictable, maybe not so much. Um, if you listen to all the rumors from all the wrestling sites, they all got pretty much the same thing. There are some variations with some of them, but I guess we won't really know until after the pay per view is over with. But anyway, okay. In closing, uh, I want to say that I have been trying to watch pretty much everybody's videos, but it's really been a very 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 busy week. Um, so like when I got home this morning, I was up for like an hour and a half, almost 2 hours after that, because you've got that adrenaline flowing after you get out of work, even though you know you're dead tired. So I tried to watch videos and tried to comment on people's videos, and I know I need to catch up a little bit, but I got to work tomorrow for about 8 hours, and then after that, I got the week off, for the holiday, and of course July is going to be slow, but yeah, so I'll have plenty of time to sort of catch up on a lot of things. So I haven't ignored anyone. I just really haven't had a lot of time. So we're going to do all that catching up. And we're going to really get back into the realm of the world of professional wrestling. And we're going to start dissecting a lot of things that have been going on. And again, I just want to reiterate, CM Punk is not going to replace Wade Barrett at Money in the Bank. And if that ever happened, I don't know. I I would be totally speechless, but it's not going to happen. I mean, he didn't show up at his own city of Chicago for Payback, and he bypassed WrestleMania. And I want to say this too as well. I've always said this, that the one thing that has eluded CM Punk was never to main event WrestleMania. And for me, his main event at WrestleMania would have been John Cena. I think that would have been the ultimate match for actually both of them, but more so for CM Punk because he never main evented. But anyway, all right, enough. Um, I got a few things to do, and on the other channel, the Iceman B2013 channel, the Jeffrey Rose YouTube channel, I'm going to be doing some Money in the Bank predictions a little later on. And actually, there's not really a lot to predict. I mean, because you can have all sorts of scenarios going on, but those are only your thoughts and only your opinions, meaning myself. And anything can happen, and anything usually does happen in the WWE. Um, I just hope they create more of a sense of a buzz, uh, because that's something they're lacking as of late. And I know they'll come out of it. They usually do. I'm really hoping that Vince really starts to take charge, and maybe boots his daughter out of the top spot, get her off TV for a while. I think everybody's, there are those that are a Stephanie McMahon fan, but I think a lot of us are really getting sick and tired of listening to her and her egotistical ways, so to speak. All right, guys. Peace out, everybody. We'll see you all very, very soon.